Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. OK。各位早晨。
Good morning, everyone.
今日我講章好簡單。
Today's sermon is very simple.
又好輕鬆。
And it's very relaxing.
所以唔使緊張。
So you don't have to be nervous.
幾個簡單快樂生活原則。
A few simple principles for happy life.
只有3樣嘢。
And there's 3 things.
所以人要活得好，非常之簡單。
So if you want to live a good life, it's very simple.
第一點，我可以話我未曾完全明白，但我照做。
So this one I may not fully understand, but I still do it anyways.
因為我知道世上好多嘢，你搞到明白已經太遲啦。
So because I know a lot of things in the world, once you understand it, then it's too late.
所以呢樣嘢我未曾完全明白，但我一樣喺度做。
So this one I don't fully understand it, but I still do it anyways.
但係有時候咧，又要做要明白。
But sometimes the more I do it, the more I understand it.
喺實際生活裏邊，可以學到好多嘢。
In real life, you can learn a lot of things.
呢個經文話：你全心不可貪愛錢財。
So this verse says, keep your lives free from the love of money.
愛錢咧係全世界人最大嘅毛病。
And the biggest sickness of the world is to love money.
所以第一樣就千祈唔好愛錢。
So the first thing is to not love money.
你可以有好多嘅錢。
You can have lots of money,
但係咧，你唔需要去愛佢。
but you don't need to love it.
總之你要記得，我今日講嘅第一項，你想活得好，你就唔能夠愛錢。
So the first item, if you want to live well, you cannot love money.
要以自己已經有嘅為滿足。
You have to be content with what you already have.
神已經俾你有幾多，你就滿足嗰度。
Because God has already given you so much, you should be content with what you have.
因為主曾說：我不撇下你，也不丟棄你。
Because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you.
保持咁嘅心態，遵行呢啲聖經教訓，以神賜給我嘅為滿足。
So to follow these scriptures, to be content with what God has given me and allowed me to have.
你要保持自己唔愛錢。
So you have to keep yourself from loving money.
當我只有幾百塊錢，我就買唔能夠開嘅車，搞到佢能夠開。
So when I only had a few $100, I bought a junk car that was not running, but then I made it run.
我就好快樂，感謝主嘅恩典。
And I was very happy and I thanked God's grace.
我用嗰啲車接人哋嚟教會，送人哋返屋企。
And I used this car to pick up people from church and also drive them back home.
我覺得好滿足。
And I was very content.
我就用嚟接人嚟教會，又送人哋返屋企。
So I used to pick people up and also drop them back home.
1984年，有位弟兄寄俾我15000買新車15座位。
So in 1984, Brother Fraser, sent $15,000 to me to buy a new car, a new van with 15 seats.
揸住個車周圍去接人嚟教會。
And I was very content to use that van to drive people around, to pick them up from church and drop them off at home.
感謝神嘅恩典。
By the grace of God,
唔能夠喐個車，我又搞到佢喐，我又好歡喜。
when I had a car that could not run, when I was able to make it run, I was also very content.
有新車，我又好歡喜。
And when I received a new car, I was very content.
我嚟到呢度40年。
I came to New York for 40 years.
我就立志唔發財。
And I was determined not to be rich.
我一世人就係立志唔愛銀錢。
In my life, I determined myself not to love money.
我愛行正義，愛遵行神嘅旨意。
I love practicing righteousness and following God's will.
因為呢個經文話，你遵行咗呢啲，然後先能夠講呢啲。
So this scripture says, after you practice these teachings, then you can say these things.
嗱，睇到佢英文講啦 ，so I say，佢有個 so I say，睇嘛？你有做呢啲，然後咧你先能夠 so I say。
So the English it says, so I say. So you have to practice these teachings, then you can say, so I say.
你唔要愛錢。
You have to not love money.
你以神已經俾你為滿足。
You have to be content with the things that God has given you.
然後你先能夠話 主是幫我的，
And then you can say, the Lord is my helper.
我必不懼怕。
I will not be afraid.
嗱，千祈唔好調轉頭，
So don't reverse it
又唔好將佢搞亂。
and don't mess it up.
第一，你唔好愛錢；
Number one, do not love money.
第二，你要以神俾你嘅為滿足。
Number two, be content with God has given you.
有呢兩樣之後，
With these two things,
你照做咗之後，
and after you've practiced it,
你先能夠話主是幫助我的，我必不懼怕。
then you can say, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid.
感謝神嘅恩典，
By the grace of God,
50幾年嚟，
50 some odd years,
我去到邊度我都唔怕，
no matter where I go, I am not afraid.
因為我知道主是幫助我的。
Because I know the Lord is my helper.
因為我一世人立志唔貪愛銀錢，
Because in all my life, I am determined not to love money.
我以自己有嘅為滿足，
I am content with what I already have.
所以我能夠話主是幫助我的，
So I'm able to say, the Lord is my helper.
我必不懼怕。
I will not be afraid.
我今日同各位一齊分享，
I'm sharing with you, everyone here today.
我已經活咗喺教會裏邊50幾年啦，
I've already lived in the church 50 some odd years.
我今日仲活喺度，
And today I'm still living here.
而且感謝神恩典，我以為我活得幾好，
And by the grace of God, I think I lived quite well.
因為我是能夠話主是幫助我，
Because I can say, the Lord is my helper.
我必不懼怕。
I will not be afraid.
我記得恩佩弟兄咧係第一個買架 Porsche 好細嘅車幫手。
So I remember Brother John Eng was the first one to buy a little car to help out a little.
我就好歡喜，哇！有個年青弟兄能夠幫手啦。
And I was very happy that there was a young brother that was willing and able to help.
今次我加州，我特別去探佢，
And when I went to California, I especially went to visit him.
有好多弟兄姊妹離開呢度，
A lot of brothers and sisters, when they depart from here
搬去其他地方，
and they move somewhere else,
買咗靚屋，
when they buy a nice house,
佢哋通常都話：我呢度有個房間特別俾你哋住嘅。
and they might say, I have a room here for you to stay at.
今次我真係住喺嗰度喎，
And this time I really lived there. I stayed there with them.
喺佢屋企住咗一晚。
I stayed in this house for one night.
唔知佢有冇後悔咧？點輝，
I don't know if he regretted that.
佢預備你幾時嚟加州呢個房間俾你住？
He said, whenever you come to California, this room is for you to stay at.
今次我真係住咗一晚，
And this time I really stayed for one night.
而且我話俾佢聽，你可能後悔，因為我今日住得好舒服。
And I told him, you might regret this because tonight I actually lived or stayed very well.
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
I like it here. 可能我會再咁多嚟，咁你就麻煩啦。
So I might come visit you again and you might have some problems, but I love it here.
總之感謝神嘅恩典，
So by the grace of God,
我神賜俾我乜嘢，我就以嗰啲為滿足。
so whatever God gives me, I'm content with those things.
大家要彼此學習，
So everyone has to learn from this.
有幾百蚊嘅時候，你要好快樂嘅生活；
If you have a few $100s, you have to be content with that.
有幾千蚊嘅時候，你要好快樂嘅生活。
If you have a few $1,000s, you should be content with that.
甚至如果你有幾百萬，你都要好快樂嘅生
Even
活。
if you have a few million, you should be happy with that.
總之咧，你唔好愛嗰啲錢，
Just don't love the money.
因為你貪愛嗰啲錢咧，你就麻煩啦。
Because if you love the money, you will have problems.
以下有兩處經文加足我哋嘅信心。
So the following two scriptures supplement the above or supplement our faith.
喺日常生活，你攞開呢件事要咁樣諗，呢個係天父俾我嘅應許。
So in the back of your mind, you want to remember that God promised this one.
天父一定能夠實行佢嘅應許。
God will definitely be able to keep His promise.
嗱，平時喺呢度嘅弟兄姊妹，
So normally, the brothers and sisters here,
我話我會做乜嘢，佢哋都相信。
when I tell them I will do something, they will believe it.
要記得我哋天父更加可靠。
And you have to remember that our God is even more reliable.
我哋天父咁樣應許我哋，所以我哋千祈唔使怕。
So our God has promised us, so you don't have to be afraid.
神應許你遇見試探係你能夠受嘅。
So when God has promised you, that means no temptation will be given to you that is not that you can't overcome.
感謝神嘅恩典。
By the grace of God,
今次我加州咧係我咁多年嚟最辛苦嘅一次。
So this time when I went to California for so many years, this is my most the hardest time.
因為我牙齒咧痛得非常之犀利。
Because my teeth was very painful.
我最痛嘅時候，有個年青人成日問我聖經。
So in my most painful moment, there was a young person that was asking me about the Bible.
我心裏講得呢個嘢真係唔通嘅。
Repeat that, sorry.
Not considerable, not considerate. I was
You're really
so
not,
painful.
you're really inconsiderate because I was in so much pain.
I was suffering so bad. He kept asking questions. 咁我話梗係要 answer 啦。
So I had to answer.
嗱，我捱咗過嚟啦。
So I endured that pain.
而家冇痛啦。
And now it doesn't hurt anymore.
係咯，冇痛。
So you see, it doesn't hurt anymore.
感謝神嘅恩典。
By the grace of God.
我立定睇牙嘅時候，佢挖咗兩個窿出嚟。
So Friday, when I went to see the dentist, he cut out 2 holes in my gum.
我話俾佢聽，我立定要講道。
I said Sunday I have to preach.
如果唔係咧，情冇還啦。
If I can't preach on Sunday, then don't do that.
如果你挖咗我啲牙，我禮拜唔講道就唔得咯。
If you scraped out my teeth, and then I can't preach on Sunday, then I can't do that.
我已經保持咗40年，禮拜日冇唔能夠講道嘅。
I've guaranteed that for the past 40 years, I've never not preached.
40 years, not sick or painful enough not to preach. OK， 我要保持50年、60年。
So I want to guarantee that the next 50 or 60 years, for no reason, I shouldn't be able to not preach.
感謝神嘅恩典。
By the grace of God.
我指肚有上袋喺度未開啊。
So I have a painkiller in my pocket. I've yet to open it.
感謝神嘅恩典。
By the grace of God.
OK， 而且咧，我發現謙卑咧係件非常之好嘅事。
And I also discovered humility is a great thing.
呢個年青人咧，聖經學問好犀利。
So this young person, his knowledge in the Bible was great.
我話啊，你嗰啲聖經原文同埋英文叻過我好多，點解你仲會成日向我學嘢咧？
So your understanding of the original text of the Bible and your understanding of the English is so much better than mine. Why do you still need to learn from me?
我話要話 way ahead of me, way ahead。點解你仲嚟問我咧？
So you're way ahead of me. Why do you still have to come ask me?
因為佢喺網站裏面時時有問我問題。
Because online he always asks me questions.
喺呢個時候咧，我先至發現。
So over here I discovered.
原來咧，因為我係中國人。
Because I am Chinese.
因為我有呢啲中文，又有英文。
Because I have English and Chinese.
仲有原文。
And I have the original text.
因為而家有網站。
Because now we have websites.
有電腦。
We have computers.
Lots of technology 幫助你收集聖經真理。
So you have lots of technology to help you to understand the truth of the Bible.
佢收集比我多好多。
So he's reviewed or studied more than I have.
但係咧，我問佢一啲咁多問題。
But I asked him a small question.
嗱，呢樣嘢你查下，佢寫咗咁多本書，積咗咁多學問，有冇發現呢樣？
So this one thing, you studied so many books and you looked at so many pages and you did so much research. Have you understood this one thing?
Did they discover this real thing here? 佢哋有冇發現呢啲咁多喺呢度？佢冇發現。
So they did not discover it.
啊！我先發現，因為我有中文先能夠發現。
Because I discovered it because from the Chinese I can discover it.
英文原文唔夠。
The English and the original text not enough.
仲要加上中文先至夠。
You have to add the Chinese and then you have enough.
然後我話 how about 呢一點？
How about this little point?
佢又唔識。
And he didn't know.
我哦，原來係咁樣，所以我仲有啲咁多嘢可以同你分享。
So I said, oh, so it's like that. So I still have a little bit of knowledge that I can share with you or teach you.
Very good. Share. I don't see teach.
Share.
OK， 我唔講話 teach， 我話 share。OK， 我仲有呢啲咁多嘢可以 share with you。
So a little bit of knowledge I can share with you.
你已經 computer 裏邊有咁多。
So your computer has so much knowledge.
但係咧未有呢點。
But you have this one point.
但係而家我哋發現呢點咧係最關鍵嘅，the most important point 喺呢度。
But this one point is the most important point. It's right over here.
呢個就係點解佢哋西方國家神學家有咁多學問、咁多 technology，但係冇辦法發現真理。
So that's why the European theologians have so much technology, they're so well educated, but yet they don't have the ability to understand this one point.
感謝神嘅恩典。
By the grace of God,
就係因為我有加上中文，我先至能夠發。
because I can add the Chinese, then I can understand.
10幾年前，又喺加州寄咗俾我一本書。
So 15 some odd years ago from California, I received a book.
佢話我呢本中文聖經和合本有2萬個錯地方。
So this Chinese Bible has 20,000 inconsistencies or discrepancies, mistakes.
佢列咗一本書，佢有20,000 2萬個咁多收集2萬個搞錯嘅地方。
So this book basically listed 20,000 mistakes of this Bible.
咁我就快快脆脆查，一直查。
Then line by line, I studied or did research on everything. On all
我就
those
係
items.
想查佢有冇2萬個，佢有2萬個咁多，佢有冇查到我發現嗰幾個？
So from the 20,000 mistakes, I wanted to see if they've discovered the mistakes, the few mistakes that I found.
第一個就係約翰3:16節，
Number one is John chapter 3:16.
嗰本聖經咧翻譯得唔準確，
That Bible mistranslated that.
佢冇發現。
They did not discover that.
嗱，最關鍵、最緊要嗰個佢有2萬個，但係呢個最關鍵嘅佢冇發現。
So the most important mistake they did not find, but they found 20,000 other mistakes.
咁我又查另一個地方，佢又冇發現。
And then I tried to study another or find another mistake, they did not find it.
我查咗幾個我發現嘅，佢2萬裏邊仲未有。
So I found a few mistakes that I discovered, but they have not discovered in their 20,000 mistakes.
感謝神嘅恩典。
By the grace of God,
今日你哋應該好感謝神，我哋真係有福氣。
we should thank God and feel very blessed.
神俾我哋知道呢，
God has given us the opportunity to know these
我
things.
哋千有乜愛錢，
So do not love money.
我哋可以有好多錢，
We can have a lot of money,
但係我哋能夠唔愛錢，
but we are able to not love money.
我哋就能夠咧發現聖經真理，
And then we can discover the truth in the Bible.
我哋就能夠話主是幫助我的，我必不懼怕。
And you're able to say, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid.
嗱，我時時又記住呢啲經文，
And I always remember these verses.
想要發財嘅人陷在迷惑，落在網羅無知私欲裏邊，叫人沉淪敗壞滅亡。
So people who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap, into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge men into ruin and destruction.
所以愛錢咧係非常危險嘅。
So it's very dangerous to love money.
聖經講得好清楚，
It's very-
千年就知啦。
It's very clearly stated in the Bible. 2,000 years ago this was written.
呢係提摩太前書第6章第9節。
This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9.
我現在我喺紐約40年，親眼見到好多人發咗財。
Now I've been in New York City for 40 years, and I've seen with my own eyes a lot of people get rich
應驗咗呢啲聖經嘅教訓，
and fulfilled the above teachings.
佢哋喺迷惑裏邊，
They've been trapped
喺痛苦裏邊，
in pain,
甚至死咗，
and some of them have died.
家破人亡，全部損失，
So they've lost their family and their riches and wealth
就係因為佢哋想要發財，
because they want to be rich.
專心追求銀紙，
And that is the only thing they're focused on was being rich.
所以佢哋滅亡咗。
So they were destroyed or passed.
感謝神嘅恩典，
By the grace of God,
我嚟紐約40年，
I've been in New York for 40 years.
立志唔發財。
I'm determined not to be rich.
我今日活得幾好啫係嘛？
I've lived quite well today. Is that right?
感謝神嘅恩典。
By the grace of God,
我嚟到紐約一生所要嘅就係分享主嘅救恩。
I've come to New York. The only one thing I want to do, that I love to do, is to share the gospel with others.
我又認識我所有嘅嘢都係有限。
And I know that everything I have, there is a limit.
就係 everything is limited。OK， 我嘅嘢項目都係 limited。
So everything I have is limited.
感謝神嘅恩典，
By the grace of God,
我好滿足。
I'm very content.
弟兄姊妹一齊喺度學習聖經真理。
So the brothers and sisters here today learning the gospel.
40年如一日，我哋唔要愛銀紙，
So we have to not love money.
我哋要愛神，分享聖經真理。
We have to love God and share the truth of the gospel.
仲有貪財萬惡之根，
Also, the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil.
聖經佢係真理嚟嘅。
The Bible is the truth.
2000年以前係咁樣，2000年後一樣係咁樣。
2,000 years ago, it's like that, and 2,000 years later, it's still like that.
你貪財就一定有好多痛苦。
If you love money, you have a lot of pain. You definitely have a lot of pain.
我自己又能夠想像，
And I can think about this.
如果我有好多錢，
So I can imagine this. If I have a lot of money,
我去到邊度都有好多人要纏住你㗎啦。
wherever I go, I have a lot of people trying to be with me.
嗱，有人貪愛錢財，被引誘嚟了爭道，好多愁苦把自己刺透了。
So some people eager for money have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs.
感謝神嘅恩典，
By the grace of God,
我去到邊度都唔使怕，
wherever I go, I don't need to be afraid
因為我冇好多錢，
because I'm not rich,
因為我唔貪愛銀。
because I don't love money.
感謝神嘅恩
By
典，
the grace of God,
因為我知道我能夠唔愛錢，以神俾我為滿足，我就能夠話主是幫助我的，我必不懼怕。
because I know I don't love money and I'm content with what God has given me, so I can say, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid.
但係呢啲咧就係要追求啦，
But these things you have to chase after.
一世又要追求，
And that for your entire life, you have to pursue these things.
越嚟越多越好。
And you have to keep pursuing these things in a growing manner.
正義、敬虔、信心、愛心、忍耐、温柔，
Righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and
呢
gentleness.
啲就日要追求，
So these things you have to pursue every single day.
越多越好，
The more you pursue these things, the better it is.
永無止境嘅追求。
You have to continue to pursue this forever.
正義、敬虔、信心、愛心、忍耐、温柔。
Righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness.
嗱，全世界聽清楚，
Now, everyone in the world, listen carefully,
特別係嗰啲傳道嘅人，
especially the preachers.
呢、個排列咧係愛心係 number 4，
So in this lineup, love is the fourth one.
正義先係 number 1。
Righteousness is number one.
冇錯，你唔好以為我唔知，
Of course, don't think that I don't know.
全本聖經嘅中心就係神嘅愛。
So the summary of the entire Bible is God's love.
Yeah,
The main point.
The center
Center.
of the Bible is love。我知道，
So I know.
就係在現實裏邊，愛喺呢度講得好清楚，愛唔係第一，
But in reality, love is not number one. It clearly states
正
that here.
義係第一。
Righteousness is number one.
因為你冇正義，全世界人要愛到亂七八糟。
Because if you don't have righteousness, then the entire world's love is all messed up.
好多人死亡，好多人災禍就係因為愛。
A lot of people who die or are destroyed, it's because of love, love, love.
我哋要追求正義，
You have to chase after righteousness,
追求虔敬，
chase after godliness,
追求信心、
faith,
愛心、
love,
忍耐、
endurance,
温柔。
and gentleness.
呢就成世都要追求。
For your entire life, you have to pursue these things.
我誠懇勸世上所有嘅人唔好追求銀紙，
I sincerely wish all people to not pursue only money.
千祈唔好貪愛錢，
Do not love money.
卻要追求正義、敬虔、信心、愛心、忍耐、温柔。
Pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness.
如果全世人能夠咁樣做，
If everyone in the world can do this,
我哋就都能夠安居樂業啦。
then we can all live in peace with one another.
但係而家世上所有嘅戰爭都係因為貪愛銀紙。
So all the fights amongst the world is all because they love the love of money.
嗱，第一樣啦，
Number one is
而你個快樂嘅生命點樣做啊？
if you want to have a happy life, what do you need to do?
千祈唔好貪愛錢，
Do not love money.
以神俾你嘅已經有嘅為滿足，
Be content with what God has already given you.
然後咧你就能夠話 主是幫助我的，我必不懼怕。
Then you can say, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid.
呢個係 number one，
That's number one,
最緊要一樣。
the most important point.
而家第二啦，
Number two,
能夠遵行呢啲嘢咧係非常之好嘅事。
to be able to practice these things is a very good thing.
我哋嘅心應該係呢度啊！我哋嘅心先咁樣諗惡事，
So our heart or our mind do not think of evil things.
我哋要諗好事，
We have to think of good things.
好事要時時諗，
We have to always think of good things.
惡事千祈唔好諗。
Evil things do not think of.
哥林多前書13章第5節，
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5.
愛就是不想惡事。
Love thinks no evil.
嗱，我一等你聽清楚啊！
Now, brothers and sisters, listen carefully.
呢個年青人喺加州聖地一個呢個年青人收受好多嘅聖經學問。
So this young person from San Diego, California, he was very well educated in the Bible.
但係咧呢樣嘢佢哋未有。
But this point he does not have.
嗱，呢個嘢又係我發現嘅。
And this is what I have discovered.
呢啲咁多咧佢冇啦。
So this small little point he doesn't have.
心裏唔好諗惡事。
So in your heart and your mind, do not think evil things.
呢個係哥林多前書13章第5節最後嗰一項，
And this is the last sentence of the last item of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5.
就係 Love thinks no evil，
Love thinks no evil.
愛不想惡事。
So love thinks no evil.
佢哋唔識啦。
They don't know it.
嗱，其實呢樣嘢咧，英文原文裏邊都有嘅，
So this point, the original text and the English, they both have it.
唔需要中文都得㗎。
You don't need Chinese for this one.
佢哋就係冇發現，
But they don't understand it, they don't have it.
因為呢樣嘢咧，同埋申冤報仇非常之有關係。
Because this thing is very highly related to revenge.
我哋朋友之間，
Amongst friends,
梗係有時候做錯事。
of course we make mistakes.
我哋兄弟姊妹之間，
Amongst brothers and sisters,
有時候有矛盾。
sometimes there's misunderstandings.
我哋親戚之間有矛盾，
Amongst relatives, sometimes there are misunderstandings.
甚至老公老婆有矛盾。
Even amongst husbands and wives, there are misunderstandings.
所以而家有啲人冇老公又冇老婆咧，乜都矛盾都冇晒啦。
So some people who don't have a husband or a wife, they don't have any misunderstandings.
嗱，人與人之間梗有矛盾。
So when it comes to relationships between people, there's going to be misunderstandings.
你要保持諗好事，唔好諗惡事。
You have to continue to think about good things, but not evil things.
咩意思咧？
What does that mean?
唔好要報復、扯皮、申冤。
That means don't take revenge for yourself.
有人犯罪傷害你啦，
When someone sins against you or hurts you,
過去50年嚟有好幾個人犯罪傷害我，
well, the past 50 some odd years, a lot of people have sinned and hurt me.
我又會過去，我 move on。
I just let it go and move on.
嗱，呢個中文、英文好容易學嘅，let go and move on。
So English is very easy to learn. Let go and move on.
個個都能夠學嘅。
Everyone can learn this.
有人傷害你啦，
When someone hurts you,
你就 let go，move on。
you let go.
等佢過咗去，繼續向前生活。
So let it go and you continue to move forward with your life.
千祈唔好坐落嚟諗惡事點樣報復，
Do not sit down and think about evil things and how you're going to take revenge.
亦都唔好坐低諗下點樣嚟到回敬佢。
And don't sit down and think about how you're going to pay this person back.
嗱，要記得要遵行聖經嘅教訓。
Remember, you have to follow the teachings in the Bible.
請你相信我，報仇不好玩。
Believe me, revenge is no fun.
Everybody remember, okay? Vengeance no fun.
So vengeance is no fun.
唔好玩，
It's no fun.
太花時間，太嘥精力。
It takes too much time and energy.
嗱，聽清楚啊！
Now listen carefully.
呢個係非常之有哲學喺裏邊嘅，
There's a lot of knowledge in this.
因為你必須用合乎律法嘅方法嚟報仇。
Because you must avenge legally and lawfully.
你唔能夠不合律法嘅方法嚟報仇。
You can't use illegal or unlawful methods in revenge.
如果你用不合律法嘅方法報仇，
If you use an illegal way for revenge,
成個城市嘅警察圍住你啦，
then the entire city's policemen will surround you.
咁啊 好多人就只有呢個辦法解決啦，留翻最後個子彈解決自己啦。
And a lot of people only have one solution to solve this problem. That is, they'll leave one bullet in their gun for themselves.
咁樣報仇唔聰明。
And that type of way of revenge is not smart.
你要報到咧，嗰啲警察都哈哈笑嘅，幫助你嘅。
You have to take revenge in a manner where the policemen are laughing and smiling and willing to help you.
嗰啲先叫做報仇啦。
And that's called revenge.
係，所以你唔好去搞報仇嘅事。
So don't take vengeance.
報仇唔係你嘅工作。
Vengeance is not your job.
報仇係神嘅工作。
Vengeance is God's job.
全世人諗清楚。
Everyone in the world, think carefully.
聖經嘅教訓係最好嘅。
The teaching in the Bible is the best.
報仇係天父嘅事，不是我哋嘅事。無論如何，你必須遵守。
So revenge belongs to God. No matter what, you must obey.
神為我哋伸冤。
God will avenge us.
唔係我哋自己伸冤。
We don't avenge ourselves.
我哋要記得。
You have to remember.
千祈唔好諗要點樣去報仇。
Don't think about how you can take revenge.
你嘅丈夫得罪你，
Your husband hurt you.
饒恕佢，
But forgive him.
唔好諗住要報仇。
Don't think about revenge.
你嘅太太得罪你一樣。
Your wife hurts you. Same thing.
嗱，你嘅親戚朋友得罪你一樣。
Your relatives, your friends, they hurt you. Same thing.
你拎嗰個目光。
You let it go and move on.
報仇咧係非常之蠢嘅事。
Revenge is a very stupid thing.
仲有咧，報仇咧不合聖經教訓。
Also, revenge is against what the Bible teaches.
報仇咧就係唔聽神嘅説話。
Revenge that means you're not listening to God's words.
因為聖經寫得好清楚。
Because it clearly states this in the Bible.
你心裏不能想惡事。
In your heart, you cannot think about evil things.
你報仇，你必須想惡事。
If you take revenge, you must be thinking about evil things.
所以你違背聖經嘅教訓。
So you're disobeying God's teaching, the Bible's
聖經又
teaching.
清楚話俾你聽，不要自己伸冤。
And the Bible clearly says, do not take revenge for yourself.
你可以放心，唔好唔服氣。咁啊太過便宜佢啦。
So you can relax. You don't have to say, oh, then you're too nice to him, or you let him go.
上帝會將佢擺平。
God will take vengeance for you.
而且會做得比你更好。
And he'll do it even better than you can.
所以你唔使擔心。
So you don't have to worry.
千祈唔好自己伸冤。
Do not take vengeance for yourself.
嗱，清清楚楚啊！
Now it's clear.
第一，
Number one,
如果你想生活好，
if you want to live a good life,
你要記得唔好貪愛銀紙。
you have to not love money.
有時候你啲銀紙損失咗啦，算啦。
Sometimes you lose your money, let it go, it's okay.
唔好去嗰度，唔好喺度喊，唔好喺度嘈。
Don't cry, don't complain.
要以自己有嘅為滿足。
Be content with what you have.
你要諗下，你仲有好多嘢喺度。
You have to think about, you still have a lot of things.
嗱，最少咧，你仲有自己喺度。
At least you still have yourself, your own life.
然後你可以話：主是幫我出，我必不懼怕。
Then you can say, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid.
第二樣咧，唔好自己報仇。
Number two, don't take vengeance for yourself.
你嘅心咧要想好事，唔好想壞事。
Your heart has to think of good things, not evil things.
要記得，
You have to remember,
我哋嘅神是愛，
our God is love.
佢時都諗住點樣拯救我哋。
He's always thinking about how to save us.
神唔係時時諗住點樣整死我哋。
He's not always thinking about how to kill us.
神係要時時諗要點樣拯救我哋。
So God is always thinking about how to save us.
叫我哋有好嘅生活，
So we can have a good life.
叫能夠榮耀神嘅名字。
So we can glorify God's name.
我哋一定要遵守神嘅教訓。
We have to follow God's teachings.
千祈唔好諗要報仇。
Do not think about revenge.
OK，第三啦，
Let us see.
我哋要不要單顧自己，
So each of you should not look to your own interests,
也要顧別人嘅事。
but also to the interests of others.
嗱，全世界聽清楚。
Now everyone will listen carefully.
我哋信耶穌嘅人唔係單顧自己，
Jesus believers don't just look out for our own interests,
亦都要顧其他嘅人。
but we also look to others' interests.
我發現好多信耶穌嘅人喺呢一方面非常之失敗。
So I found the majority of Jesus believers or Christians fail badly on this one.
佢做咩事都係單顧自己，
Whatever they do, they only think about themselves,
唔顧別人。
and they don't think about other people.
咁樣信耶穌非常之失敗。
So that way of believing in Jesus is a failure, a bad failure.
信耶穌不 但要顧自己，
So when you believe in Jesus, you can't just think about yourself,
就要顧別人，
but you have to think about others,
特別係教會嘅弟兄姊妹。
especially the brothers and sisters in church.
世上嘅人必須要彼此相顧，
The people of the world have to take care of each other.
人都知道
We all know.
惡人點樣能夠作惡，
So how do evil people do their evil things?
就係因為佢哋利用人不彼此相顧。
Because they use this fact where people don't care about each other, don't take care of each other. That's how they
如
do
果
it.
呢個世界上嗰啲好人個彼此看顧，
If all the good people of the world take care of each other,
惡人冇辦法犯罪。
then the evil people of the world cannot sin.
我哋 New York City 800萬人，
So in New York City, there's 8 million people.
根據佢哋 statistics 咧，只有2萬幾人犯罪作惡。
So according to stats, only 20,000 people do evil things.
800萬人嘅城市彼此相顧，2萬人點作惡呢？
So if an 8 million person city, if they take care of each other, how can 20,000 people do their evil deeds?
只要我份數咁樣計出嚟，
According to my understanding of,
800人彼此相顧，
so if 800 people look after each other,
2個人冇辦法犯罪。
then 2 people cannot do their evil things.
佢想犯罪都唔夠人啊！
Even if they wanted to commit evil, they don't have enough people.
感謝神嘅恩
By
典，
the grace of God,
我哋聖經有教訓，我哋有智慧，
the Bible has teachings, and we also have our wisdom.
我哋可以實行聖經嘅教訓，
We can take the teaching from the Bible
彼此照顧。
and compare and take care of each other.
我照顧你，你照顧我，
I take care of you, you take care of me.
全世嘅人彼此照顧。
And everyone in the world, we take care of each other.
800個人彼此照顧，2個人點樣犯罪啊？
So with 800 people looking after each other, how can 2 people commit sins?
佢唔敢犯罪，
They dare not to,
佢又冇本事犯
and
罪。
they don't have the ability to.
呢個係現實嘅真理。
And this is the truth of reality.
世上嘅人就係因為呢件事俾啲惡人佔便宜。
So the people of the world, because of this situation, they allow the people to commit evil things.
所以你有喜樂平安嘅生活嘛？
So if you want a peaceful, happy life,
起嚟遵行呢個聖經教訓，
rise up and practice this teaching from the Bible.
我哋彼此照顧，
We have to take care of each other.
然後咧叫嗰啲隔離鄰士知道我哋同心合意彼此照顧，佢就唔能夠蝦我哋。
So you can let your neighboring people know that because we're united and taking care of each other, we can't be bullied.
佢哋惡人又冇辦法害我哋。
And all the evil people, they cannot harm us.
感謝神恩
By the grace of God.
我今日同各位分享呢幾樣嘢非常之簡單。
So I've shared a few very simple things to everyone, for everyone.
個人不要單顧自己的事，
So look not only to your own interests,
也要顧別人的事。
look also to others' interests.
喺腓立比書第2章第4節，
Philippians chapter 2, verse 4.
咁我哋有成個鄰舍都非常之好啦。
Then the entire neighborhood would be great.
但係如果你去出邊玩嘅時候，行路嘅時候，你經過啲社區，
So if you go somewhere else to play and you pass by some areas or some towns,
佢哋要 keep 呢個社區冇賊佬，
they want to keep this place free of robbers,
冇人嚟偷嘢。
yeah, free of thieves.
喺街頭巷尾掛住個牌寫住我哋呢度 keep watch for each other。
On the street, there might be a sign that says, keep watch for each other.
我哋呢個 neighborhood keep watch for each other，個 sign 寫喺嗰度。
So the neighborhood says, keep watch for each other.
嗰啲賊佬咧就唔敢嚟犯事。
So the thieves will dare not to commit sins.
成個社區只需要有幾個人喺度就夠啦。
So then for the entire neighborhood, all you need is a few people.
感謝神嘅恩典，
By the grace of God.
我呢個智慧聖經有教訓。
So I have wisdom, and this is the teaching in the Bible as well.
喜樂平安生活其實好容易，
So the life of joy and peace is actually very easy.
只係世界上嘅人唔肯學習。
It's just that the people of the world refuse to learn it.
第一，不要全心愛錢；
Number 1, do not love money.
第二，唔好自己報仇；
Number 2, do not take revenge.
第三，彼此相顧，
Number 3, look out for each other.
大家安居樂業。
And then you can live in peace and joy.
感謝神嘅恩典，
By the grace of God.
牙齒仲未痛，
See, so it doesn't hurt.
講完啦，好輕鬆一
I'm
齊學
finished.
習。
We're very relaxed here learning the word together.
記得啊，我呢度又寫得清楚啊，
Remember,
千祈唔好愛錢，
do not love money,
如果有人攞咗呢啲錢就係算啦。
If someone took your money, just let it go.
不要自己報仇，
Do not take revenge.
要彼此相扶。
Look out for each other.
咁我哋就大家都有福嘅。
And then we can be blessed.
感謝神，
Thank God.
多謝各位好安靜嘅一齊學習。
I thank everyone for listening very patiently and quietly.
我哋唱62首。